Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're taking a look at the brand new Chills Festival, the specific cards that are in the festival, and talking about which ones are going to be worth going for, which ones are not as much. Again, I think there's a very high probability that both Hakeem and LeBron are not attainable for the vast majority of players who are not willing to spend hundreds of dollars. We'll see. I'm interested to see how they make those cards and how reasonably gettable they are at all. I really don't know what the answer is going to be there. But I will say, the other four players hopefully are all great. OG Anunoby, Patrick Ewing, Michael Porter Jr., Zaccharie Risacher. There is definitely potential with all of these players to be really good quality stuff. And I will say, the actual Chills pack drop is the best pack drop they've dropped this year. And I'll talk about that in the next video. Splitting this up between the two videos just because I think it makes it a little bit easier because there's a lot of cards dropping today. So, before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into it. I am looking forward to today exclusively, really, just because I'm hopeful for some positive change. And we might have gotten a really nice little day of content here today. We'll start with Risacher, 6'10", shooting guard with a 6'9" wingspan. That's high level size. Now, statistically, he's not unbelievable. But honestly, he's pretty decent. He's got 13, 15, 17, 19 total badges as a base card, which isn't terrible. He does not have post-raiser, okay. But shooting badges wise, he still needs limitless. That's probably it. He still needs handles for days. That's 2. He's got 4 badge slots. So third one probably be paint patroller. Fourth one could be like rebound chaser or pogo stick or post lock or unpluckable. A couple other things it could be. At shooting guard, I honestly think despite the stats being a little bit worse, he's not bad. His jumper's better than it was last year. Defox escape, Garland behind the back, and Kimba dragback is nice. This card is like a slightly, he's like a free but slightly worse version of this Franz Wagner card. I feel like they're very similar. If you look at them statistically, I mean, Franz is a little bit better in a few areas. He's got like +1 perimeter, +5 driving dunk, +2 spew of ball, +1 3 ball. Like they're very similar cards though, pretty much if you look at it. And honestly, I think Risacher is actually a very solid option. It does look like 2K kind of modeled this card after that Franz Wagner. Looks like they're very similar in terms of what they are intended to be. But again, this is a huge shooting guard you can get for free who actually has really good movement. I know the stats don't jump off the page. The animations and the size will be a very very solid budget shooting guard for sure. MPJ. Problem with MPJ is that there's going to be no defenses with this card because offensively, elite shooter, half limitless, half set shot, 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, 84 speed isn't bad, 80 driving dunk, whatever. The defense could be better though. That's the biggest area for this card where it could definitely be improved upon. I realistically would put all 4 badges on him. Realistically, defensively, I think I'd go immovable, I'd go on ball menace, I'd go probably pick dodger, and then the 4th one could be paint patroller, glove, off ball pest. That's probably what I would look to add on this card though if you do want to use him because he's gonna need those defensive badges. Offensively, he's going to be an absolutely knockdown shooter. He's big, he's versatile, but I just, again, am not sold on the defense with MPJ. For an Amethyst, for a free card, he's a good option. I'm not mad about it, but I wouldn't say he's insane either. Patrick Ewing, this card probably isn't as good, would be my guess. We'll take a look, we'll see, but I'm not super hyped about him immediately. I mean, higher 3-ball than I expected, though. 78 3-ball, I thought that'd be like 65, so I'm not mad about that. 90 standing, 90 interior, 92 block, 84 speed isn't terrible either for a big at all. 90 rebounding, honestly, is pretty good. He already has 3 Deadeye and set shot, so you don't have to waste badge slots on those, which is nice. I would add slippery, I'd add break starter, I'd add lightning launch. All 3 of those badges I would add. You got 2 more badge slots, probably on ball menace, and then the 4th one, or the 5th one could kind of be whatever you want. I think if you want to add a shooting badge, you want to add a playmaking badge, you want to add glove or pick dodger, you could do that. Jumper is ugly and it's on slow. Why do you put a bad jump shot already on slow? I don't know. I actually think this card for people who need a big though is kind of not bad. I know he's not going to be a good shooter, his jumper's baited, but you're not going to shoot wide open with him anyway. Now, is he as good as other bigs that are like really expensive? Maybe not, but defensively, 7'4" wingspan, athletic enough and versatile enough defensively to compete against most of the best bigs in the game. And again, you can get this card for free. I don't mind him. I'm not saying he's as good as an Aiton. I would say even a Şengün probably is a little bit better, although obviously I would say you're probably getting a little more interior ability from Patrick Ewing. I don't think this card is insane. I wish his jumper was better. but he's probably pretty decent, realistically. Like, he's not a terrible big, he just has a bad jump shot. And then OG Anunoby, I would think, is probably the best of all of these cards. 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, 83 speed, 96 agility, though. He's not going to be insane offensively with 83 speed, but 89 3 ball, 89 interior, 94 perimeter, 94 steal, 89 block. Great defensive badge. Soft challenger glove, movable interceptor, on-ball menace, and post lockdown. That's pretty fire. And again, jumper is really smooth on him as well. 5 badge slots, probably going to use Deadeye, limitless range, brick wall, paint patroller, and then a playmaking badge, probably. Releases on quick. Movement wise, he's not insane, but he's got a decent escape. Honestly, very, very solid free 3 and D. Like, great jumper that's on quick. Very versatile defender. He's like kind of like Kawhi Leonard, I'd say. Jumper's actually maybe even a little better than Kawhi's. Obviously not as much of a playmaker, but still, he's not bad. Like, OG's gonna be a good card. This is a very, very solid option. All of these cards are solid. The problem is none of them are like absolutely amazing, and that's the concern with me for me, is that I do think that, I mean, LeBron and Hakeem are likely going to be absolutely amazing. And it's just a shame because we know I would almost guarantee they're not going to be attainable. I'm like kind of crossing my fingers and hoping maybe 2K makes Hakeem at least attainable, but I'm not counting on that, to be totally honest. Hoff posterizer, Hoff Deadeye, Hoff Dimer, Hoff Lightning Launch, Hoff Strong Handle, bunch of defensive Hoffs as well. LeBron's ridiculous. By the way, I was right. They dropped a different Pink Diamond LeBron. The Pink Diamond LeBron Hidden Gem is still there. That card will likely come out sometime during Season 3, alongside a drop that includes a bunch of opals. Once they start putting opals in the game, I do think we'll still get this LeBron at some point, kind of like they did with SGA last year, where he got a Pink Diamond in Season 2 with the Dia de los Muertos event, and then in Season 3 he got a Pink Diamond in packs as well. That being said, I'm not a fan of an unattainable LeBron James. You know what I mean? When he's gate kept behind, only spending hundreds of dollars. I guess, to be fair, most all the top tier pack cards have been like that, though. So is it that different? I'm not sure. We'll see what the exchanges look like, and if this is even feasible in the slightest to even consider trying to get without spending money. My expectation is the answer will probably be no, but we'll see. I am hoping that I'm wrong. Braun is extremely complete, has pretty much every single important badge in the game. And animation-wise, and jumpers on normal, his SIGs aren't ridiculous, but he's really, really good. Like, realistically, he's probably the best small forward in the game, I would think. I mean, Cooper Flagg's coming out today, too. He's going to be really good, but I think LeBron is probably the best. I'm not 100% sure. He's not, to be fair, insanely, ridiculously overpowered, where he's way better than every other small forward, despite the stats being insane. I don't think his animations are good enough for that, but he's going to be really, really good, and it's a shame that almost nobody likely will be able to get him without spending a ton of money. Hakeem Olajuwon is 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan, 88 speed, did I say 88 3 balls? Well, 83 3 balls, sorry. 90 standing, 90 driving, 97 interior, 94 block. This card is very good as well. Awesome defender and interior, has great ability. Has great ability on the interior. Could use like rebound chaser, removable enforcer on Hoff, but he's already great. Badge-wise, I mean, Deadeye, Limitless, maybe Slippery, Lightning Launch, probably Pick Dodger or Glove. It's probably going to be the 5 badges you're going to add on him. Jumper's going to be fine. Vucevic base, DeMarcus upper. The boogie upper's not great, but it's going to be good enough for sure. It's not going to be a super slow jumper by any means. D-Fox escape for a big man is pretty impressive. Look, is he better than Embiid? I'm not sure. He's not better than Wemby probably, but nobody has. Wemby, that card like doesn't exist. Realistically, Hakeem is probably the 3rd best center in the game behind Embiid, because I do think Embiid's probably better. He's very good. I hope they make him attainable for free. That would be massive for this game. It really would be. Do I think they will? Honestly, no. I would be very surprised. But they would do themselves such a favor today if they made Hakeem Olajuwon attainable for free. Even if LeBron isn't, if you can get Hakeem, I mean, it would be phenomenal in my opinion, because he's really, really good, and it would be pretty transformative for this event to be able to get a high-level big name Pink Diamond like that for free. That being said, why is his name not finished on the card art? Come on, guys. Proofread. That's kind of embarrassing. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. These cards look good, but I mean, they don't look insane. That's the problem, besides the top 2. So, we'll see. I'm interested to see what the exchanges look like and if there's other good rewards you can get from the event and things like that. We'll see. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.